Les Miserables. This story is one that has spanned centuries. Its popularity is universal. Chances are, if you haven't seen the play, you might have seen the movie. How is a story that was first published in 1862 become such a sensation today? Is it the characters, or the music, the story? I believe it is all three, and they're all relevant and loved today. With a title that can be translated literally to The Wretched Ones, or The Miserable Ones, it doesn't seem like a pleasant tale, and at times it is not. Victor Hugo's story wasn't received well by critics, but commercially the book was a great success, not only in France, but throughout Europe. Victor Hugo lived in exile for over 10 years and spent 2 decades writing Les Miserables. All of these ideas can be seen in Les Mis. He was a part of that story. He supposedly sent the world's shortest telegram when he wanted to know how his novel was selling. He sent a question mark and his publisher replied with an exclamation point. The book is filled with many subplots, but there are a set of main characters. There's Jean Valjean, Javert, Fantine, Cosette, Eponine, Marius, the Thénardiers, Enjolras, lots of French names. Each one on their own unique journey, but all of their paths cross eventually. These characters really got their voices a little bit later on. The musical was originally conceived and produced in France before its English language adaptation, which opened in London in 1985, where it became a global phenomenon, came over to Broadway in 1987 and played until May of 2003, one of the longest running plays on Broadway. Has really memorable songs. Let's take a moment to listen to one of them, I Dreamed a Dream.
I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living, so different now from what it seemed. Now life has killed the dream I dreamed.
That song is full of so much aching and longing that you can't help but feel it when you hear it, which are how a lot of the songs are on Les Mis. In 1998, a film adaptation came out with Liam Neeson and Geoffrey Rush in the title roles. The movie was great, but the music was taken out, so it was received a little differently. In 2012, another musical movie version came out, and this one was very highly anticipated because it had some really popular names attached to it, like Hugh Jackman, who played Jean Valjean. It was really anticipated because the actors were singing along live, as opposed to being pre-recorded. The movie and the soundtrack made millions when it came out. So we can see that Les Mis is as popular today as ever. I love Les Mis for the story, the scope, and for the music, especially for the bravado of Bring Him Home.
Is young. He is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be. Let him live. If I die, let me die.
Les Mis is a timeless story of revolution, forgiveness, hope, and above all, love. Do you hear the people sing? I do.
Master of the house, quick to catch the